It's to the point where I think, and I saw this where almost everyone has a stolen bike kind of story.
As the number of cyclists increase during the warmer months, so do cases of bike theft in Winnipeg. Cycling advocates say more measures need to be put in place to curb this trend.
My new bike that was attached to the side of the garage, this time with a very big lock, had been pried out of the side of the garage.
McDougall, who lives in the Wolsey neighborhood, says she got 3 of her bikes stolen from her property during 2 separate occurrences. The entire incident has left her feeling deeply upset, especially since her bike served as her primary mode of transportation.
It's intentional that I live in Wolsey, and it's because I commute all around the city. So it's a commuter bike.
We're building infrastructure. We're starting to create the connections that people need. But ultimately, if they don't feel their bike is going to be safe when they park it, it's not a method of transportation that people will feel comfortable using.
According to the Winnipeg Police Service, bike thefts in Winnipeg have been gradually increasing since 2020. Last year, there were over 1,600 reports of stolen bikes. Mark Coho from Bike Winnipeg says having an officer who focuses on bike theft is one way to combat this issue.
Someone who's dedicated to investigation would help. Thinking a little longer term, we're in the process of updating our zoning bylaws. So to put something in there for that long-term storage so that workplaces, our family residences and apartments and our office towers really have long-term bike storage in there.
The Winnipeg Police Service does not have a specific officer assigned to investigate bike thefts. However, the City of Winnipeg does have a sole bicycle recovery officer responsible for reuniting stolen bikes with their rightful owners. The city estimates that they are able to recover around 1,000 bicycles each year, but only fewer than 10% end up being reunited with their rightful owners.
We can also look at upgrading our registration system. The City of Winnipeg's bike registration, we did a survey with our members, and very few, I think 3%, found it effective. So it's not doing the task that it's there for.
Coho says working with both the city and retailers to register bikes as soon as it's bought might increase recovery rates.
If I'm buying a bike, I have an ability to check that serial number, to check that model, to make sure it's not something that was stolen last week, whereas right now at the city's registry, I don't have that option.
But despite getting more reports of stolen bikes during warmer months, the city has confirmed they will not be increasing the number of bicycle recovery officers.
I understand there's a lot of priorities in this city that are a lot more important than stolen bikes, but this is coming at quite a hefty cost for me and my family.
In Winnipeg, Sweeta Rassi, City News.